before.
Yeah, obviously not the result we wanted. Had some looks, a lot of power plays. I just didn't get it done.
What do you think was the key or what structure were they putting in place that kept you guys off the board on the power play?
They work hard. They got some great killers. The goalie made some great saves. We're just going to have to be better.
McDavid, Draisaitl, all their big guys scored tonight. What's the key in trying to keep them off the score sheet?
Defend is 5. They're going to get their looks. They're great players. They're hard to defend, and we'll just keep doing it as a group of 5.
This isn't the result you wanted, but your overtime performance as a team has been much better in this year's playoffs than it was last year. Is there anything you guys learned or anything you're doing better or differently?
Just trying to play the right way. Take care of the puck out there and limit our mistakes to give us the best chance to win.
Big game for your line with especially with Seguin and Dadonov. What was working for you guys?
Just moving the puck around, supporting it and being in the right spots.
What have you seen from Ty? We've asked you that 100 times, but he really is digging. Those were 2 greasy goals, like he likes to say, which is not the kind of goals he scored, 10 years ago or 5 years ago.
Yeah, he's learning how to find a way to get different goals. And it's great to see, and he's having a great playoff so far. So hopefully, we can keep him going.
Yeah, disappointment. Obviously, we played a good enough game to win, and so did they. It's inches out there. I thought it was a great hockey game, and we've been here many times.
What do you think they did particularly well on the PK that kept you guys off of the score sheet tonight?
Yeah, they got a good penalty kill. I think we'd look to probably have a little more shots, and we'll look at some video and get ready to bounce back.
This was a thin margin game, right? A lot of the goals and scoring chances were posts, and obviously the Otter Tanev play at the end of the first overtime. Is that how you expect it to be?
Yeah, this time of the year you kind of expect that. 2 teams here in the West are here for a reason, so it's going to be little inches out there, little bounces, and so it's going to be a fun opportunity, and we got to win the next one at home.
All their big guys scored tonight. What did you learn about trying to keep them off the score sheet?
They all scored. I don't know. Guess we'll look at some video and try to not let that happen. But hey, listen, they got great players over there. That's one of their main strengths, and one of our main strengths is rolling 4 lines. So we were 1 shot away tonight, and looking forward to the next game.
There was a bit of a slow start, kind of wading into this game 1, but it seems like the overtime really helped you guys, gave you some momentum that you might could carry later into the series.
Yeah, I thought we played a good hockey game. If it was my choice, we would have started 2 days earlier. It was nice to get a break, but break got a little long. And that was a team coming off of Game 7. So, look at some video, move on in about 30 minutes, and get ready to bounce back.
Is that easier to do given the recent nature of Game 1s that you've shown that it's not the end of the world?
Absolutely, yeah.
What do you think's been the reason you guys haven't been able to get a Game 1 win in the last 2 years?
If I knew that, I promise I probably would change it up. I think we've had some Game 1s where we've really been, filling it out and laying a few eggs. That wasn't the case tonight. This was a little different. So, a lot of things to build up.
Stars head coach Pete DeBoer to take your questions. We have mic holders at either side of the room. Please raise your hand and wait for the microphone. We'll start center left with Nick.
Pete, their PK was elite coming in. What made it great tonight?
Yeah.
How much of a factor?
I think the same things you saw in the previous rounds. I thought they were aggressive. And then when we did make plays and got some looks, our goalie made some saves. Your goalie has to be your best penalty killer a lot of nights, and I thought he was really good tonight for them.
First row left, Leah.
Leah.
All their big guys get on the board tonight. McDavid, Draisaitl. Did you learn anything new about the challenge that they're going to present this series?
Not really. I think when I look at the game, we did some of the things that we set out to do. Thought we stayed out of the box for the most part, drew some penalties. Obviously, you've got to score on that double minor. That's probably the game right there in overtime. I thought there was some back and forth. I thought, both teams had good looks. Both goalies played well. They were better, and you have to give them credit for this, than you probably expected coming off of Game 7 and traveling. They were. I thought they played a really good road game. And they were engaged, and we probably didn't take advantage of that situation like we should have.
Stay in the first row on the left.
Another Game 1 you guys don't win.
Mm-hmm.
How much of a missed opportunity is this to take a lead in a series instead of always having to constantly come from behind?
Well, yeah. I mean, in a perfect world, we'd like to win Game 1. We'd like to win every series 4 straight too. It just, it doesn't happen. I think the main thing is you've got to find a way to survive and move on. So, we've got to park this game. We've been in this situation before. We're the best road team in the league. I'm not as concerned about that. I think we need to find another level in our own game, and the wins will take care of themselves.
Third row on the right.
Talk about how the team battled. Had a slow start, but you guys battled. Didn't end up winning, but really fought throughout the game.
Yeah. I thought we got better as the game went on, for sure. I didn't think we were great early in the game. I thought as that game went on, we got a little bit better. But we have another level we can get to, and we're going to have to against that team. That's a good hockey team.
Second row on the right.
Coach, I think you said in the series against Vegas that your best players had to be your best players over the stat sheet and stuff like that. Did you feel like that, without naming names, did you feel like you got that tonight?
We did. We were okay. I didn't think we were great. I didn't think we were poor. We're Game 1 in this series. I'm not going to start calling guys out. It's way too early for that. We're in a good spot here, and we've got to regroup. We'll look at the film and find a way to score a couple more goals.
First row on the left, Mike.
Overtime's so hard because it's either win or lose at the end, but you guys have been much better in your overtimes this year than last year. We had 2-minute, 3-minute losses last year. Does that help? Can you carry that momentum into Game 2 from a good overtime?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, your regular season overtime record for me doesn't really count because it's 3-on-3. So, the playoffs, I think, you gotta. I mean, they're important, right? We've talked about the slim margins, and it's special teams, goaltending, winning in overtime, staying healthy. All those little things play a role.
Anything else? Oh, hey. Leo.
Can you just talk a little about Tyler's performance? He's had a good playoff so far.
He was great. Speaking about guys on the score sheet, there's one of our big guys that I thought he was great tonight. Was our best player, and he's been like that for a while. I think I talked about him in this morning's press conference that I've been really impressed with his leadership and how he's played, the consistency of his play.
Always tough to lose. Yeah, play a pretty good game in general. Didn't go our way.
How did you feel about your game tonight? You had a couple of good looks.
A couple chances. You have to score. Just not going in right now, but try to do anything else. Try to help team anyway.
How much did the overtime help you as far as, it seems like you played very well as a team and gained some momentum?
It doesn't really matter, overtime or first period. We just stay, play our structure. Just keep doing whatever we've been doing, and just believe in it.
The good and bad thing is you've been in this situation before, lost Game 1. So what do you take from the past to help you?
Just a Game 1, right? Tomorrow we have to forget about it and just move on.